From the studios at Connecticut School of Broadcasting in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey, welcome back to segment number 2 of our show. Here on Tuesday, November 23rd, 2 days before my favorite day of the year.
Thanksgiving.
Because I get all my family around me. I got my wife,
there you go,
my daughter, son-in-law, son, my daughter-in-law, my 2 granddaughters, other family members coming over.
Yeah.
Big feast at my house. We don't just have Thanksgiving. We do Thanksgiving at my house.
There you go.
And my daughter, who's a gourmet cook, cooks her butt off, and we're eating all weekend. But
Sweet.
Football and food, that's it.
Doesn't get any better.
Doesn't get any better than that, especially the way my wife and my daughter cook. Okay, we're going to go around the league. A real quick thing. Go back to last Thursday night.
Yep.
Dolphins, Tyler Thickman showed he should be playing in the CFL or the USFL, whatever like that. He's terrible. Maybe he wasn't on that team long enough to get acclimated into their offense. But I would say this, what offense?
What offense? No offensive line. Tyler Thickman, he can only do so much scrambling.
Brandon Marshall's overrated.
Can't run the ball. Brandon Marshall is a hothead. He can't. He needs to actually have a quarterback to get the ball.
The Wildcat's been caught up to by other defenses.
Wildcat can be defended because the offensive line is so shoddy.
Right.
The Dolphins are in such a bad funk. They've just been hurt. It's just been very, very unfortunate.
In a year where we've got a lot of college football quarterbacks coming out, I tell you what, if Chad Henne, now Henne's not out for the year. I know Pennington's out for the year. If Chad Henne doesn't show any more progression, don't count the Dolphins. I'm going for another quarterback.
Chad Henne is not going to show any more progression. He's reached his peak.
Well, we'll see that. But the Bears, great defensive effort.
Chad Henne is an average quarterback at best.
Kyle Orton Kyle Orton. I'm living in the past. Jay Cutler did just enough.
Yeah, right.
To win. Bears defense just played great. I mean, they're getting better as the season goes along. They still have a lot of naysayers out there. Is the running game there? I mean, the wide receivers, they're playing well. They still got games to go in the division. And the last game of the year, they play the Packers. I'm smelling flex game right there for NBC on Sunday night. Especially, how's the NFL going to love that? Bears against Packers for the division title at the end of the year. Anyway, let's go around the league real quick. Dallas over Detroit. Detroit played Dallas tough. They had that real crazy play where Detroit's trying to down the ball inside the 5-yard line to punt.
Bring the guy back,
and the guy ran it back the way.
That's just how the Lions are.
Right.
Historically, the Lions. You just pretty much describe the Lions with plays like that.
Right.
That's just how it happens.
But at least they're playing competitively.
They are playing competitively, but again. This is just the Dallas Cowboys beating a team that they should be able to beat.
I don't say that.
And it's.
I would say that. That game was in Dallas. Come on,
And it's not a thing of, oh no, Dallas with their new coach, because you can hear it right now from those Dallas Cowboys fans. Oh no, we got Jason Garrett now. We're not completely out of the playoffs yet. We're gonna win every single freaking game until the end of the season.
There's a lot of guys on that team fighting for the jobs for next year too. So, I mean, Detroit's just not good enough. Not yet, especially with Stafford not playing.
Well, they need to bulk up on their offensive line.
And they did score one. I know we talked about that. They did score one touchdown off a Dallas turnover in the red zone. So it's not like their offense went up and down the field. So anyway, I figured Dallas was going to win that game by about that much I thought they would. Pittsburgh just obliterated Oakland. $25,000 fine to the defensive lineman that was on the Patriots.
Boom! Headshot. What? Yeah, no. It's not the headshots you would expect. Richard Seymour. Richard Seymour with the headshot.
Right.
The knockout punch
after he
to
thought he
Ben
was getting taunted. And then he
Roethlisberger.
apologized to his team. How about apologizing to the guy you gave the dirty hit to? But anyway.
You know what kind of frustrated me, though, is that the referees actually thought it was number 93, not number 92.
I figured that Pittsburgh was going to win that game. They got killed the week before against New England. I always look for a good team to bounce back at home.
Pittsburgh has always been a good team. That I think they just played a very competitive and hot team in New England right now. That's just it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, Pittsburgh was coming off a game like that. I figured they're going to play Oakland exactly the way they did.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Now, I'm going to go back to this game later on because I got 2 interesting games. We're going to get back to them. I'm going to go through some of these home games. Kansas City beating Arizona. Arizona's done.
Arizona's been done since the beginning of the year.
All right. Baltimore.
Ever since Kurt Warner retired, Arizona's been done.
I know. Jacksonville over Cleveland. They got the big run by.
That was a terrific game.
Maurice drew a big run with about 3 minutes to go.
What a player he is. He doesn't even have a line.
But Cleveland is still showing, even though Colt McCoy might not play this week.
Yeah, I know.
But Cleveland is starting to show that they're starting to be on the come when they get Cribbs healthy. Him and Hillis, that's a hell of a back. That's a hell of a running team back there.
Yep.
McCoy, he needs a receiver. And when Chancey Stuckey's your best receiver, you got problems. But
if he's still doing the job that he's doing, maybe they should trade for Jordan Shipley. What do you think about that?
I don't know.